This is my presentation on CPC retargeting. Just to briefly go over CPC retargeting, cost per click, right? It's an advertising model where advertisers pay a fee each time their ad is clicked. This is great for a target advertising approach focused on engagement. It's really cost effective. You're able to customize your ads, data driven, and it focuses on conversion enhancement because usually CPC is looking at users that know your brand, have already engaged in your website or tool in some shape or form, but maybe they didn't complete an action, right? So that could be like filling out a form or making a purchase. I'm going to be focusing on showing you guys how to set up and run a Google ad. But just so we cover it, Google Ads is great reach. As you all know, Google is the biggest search platform out there. It has great precision targeting, real-time data, massive audience access, and it accomplishes this because Google Ads is interconnected with like YouTube analytics, and once you have all those platforms connected, you can get really like real niche with the types of ads that you can make. So cool. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to set up a Google ad and running it. However, I did link this YouTube video here that goes a bit more in depth in regards to ad groups. But for the sake of the presentation, I'm gonna be focusing on setting up a single ad. But if you'd like, come back and view this video. Through my research, I found this video to be really insightful when it comes to Google groups, ad groups. Perfect. If you head on over to ads.google.com, you'll be able to get started as long as you have a Gmail account with Google Ads. Gonna hit get started. Awesome. So I'm not gonna be using this beta tool, but I did use it on my own time. It's really cool. You can provide a link. For example, I'm gonna be focusing and giving you guys an example with the Apple Watch Series 9. But let's say you had your landing page built out, your content's there, etc. You could provide it here, and then Google's AI would help you generate your ad and content for it. But I want to actually go through and show you guys how to build that, so I'm gonna skip over this. Okay, so to get started, know that on the left side is all your information you're gonna be filling out, and on the right you can see your ads and the information populate as you build it out. As I put in information, you guys will be able to notice on the right side different parts of these advertisements be filled out for all these different platforms. We've got YouTube, Gmail for like the promotions tabs that you guys sometimes see. There's an example, Utah watches. When you open it, it looks different, right? We got search. When you're searching on Google, ads come up, right? You got your display. And then Discover I've seen show up on like mainly Android devices when they have like the Google app, or for those that have like the actual Google app to search with, you'll be able to see that Discover section. Cool. So let's put in our URL. We're gonna create some headlines. Since I put in my URL, I'm gonna be able to populate some of this information. So for the sake of time, I'm just gonna go ahead and select different ones from here. And you'll be able to see on the right just different information get filled out. I'm gonna do that right there. Cool. We got some long headlines. So when your ad is able to display it, you can display a longer headline than just these right here. So maybe we can emphasize a Black Friday one. This Black Friday only get the Apple Watch for $200. Right? So we'll have that there. Descriptions, pretty straightforward. Just a quick description of what your advertisement is. I'm just gonna select some examples right here, and then we go over to images. It's pretty straightforward too. You can upload images of your product, and if your landing page or product page or whatever page you linked above already has images ready to go, Google will be able to pull those, and you'll be able to just quickly select them, and they'll crop it out and format it so that it displays properly on your different platforms for search, display, discover, Gmail, and YouTube. Same thing with logos, but if Google doesn't detect it, just have your logo ready and you can upload it. Oh, whoops. Not sure what happened there. Okay. Videos. So you can have videos. Usually these videos I've seen them display a lot more properly on the YouTube based ads. But what's really cool is that you can search on YouTube directly for like an Apple product. Right? Well, let's say we want to search for Apple Watch videos. We could just do this one right here from Apple and use it there. And you'll see right here in the ad, you can have that video right there and it'll play. And you can still click through. When you click learn more, you'd still go to your landing page, right? So, yeah. And look at these ads. Like right here, we can start seeing the Gmail ones start looking a little nicer. This is how it looks when you open that promotion email that shows up in Gmail. And then we got search. There's that description. Our long version of the product. Display. Discover. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So there are options for different asset types. Note that right now, for the sake of the example, I'm going to continue with this, but my ad strength is poor. Ideally, you want to make this your best possible ad, because Google really likes when advertisers provide quality content. And this example right here is just to show you how to set up an ad and run it, but ideally you want to make sure that you do your research right, you get the right images, you have your content correctly, you did your keyword research, you fill out as much information as you can so that this can be a rich ad for users. Awesome. So search themes is really cool. You can provide words or phrases that people use to search your products or services so that Google has an easier time to actually list out your ad correctly to the right people. Now, I definitely recommend doing your proper keyword research. I do have a separate slide. I won't be going into much, but on why it is important. But this will really optimize your ad performance. And I have actually a tool I can show you guys. It's called Keyword Planner that you guys can use to research and gather some proper keywords and themes for this portion. Show you right here. Let's get this link. Apple Watch Series 9. I'm gonna throw in the link down there. You can add more keywords to your product or service and click get results. And right here, it'll show you a list of keywords, how high in competition they are, and essentially help you do a bit of keyword research before making your ad. And then, yeah, you can use these for your themes and build out better ads with this. So we're gonna move over to bidding. Awesome. So bidding is interesting. I do have a separate slide if you want more information here on it, but I'm not gonna go too far into that slide. So bidding in Google Ads refers to the amount pretty much you're willing to pay for a specific action on your ads, maybe like a click or a view or conversion, right? It's a really important part of the ad auction system that determines when and where your ads will appear. There's different bidding strategies that Google Ads offers. There's cost per click, right? CPC. There's CPM, cost per impression. There's CPA, cost per acquisition. Right here, it's gonna have you. I'm gonna focus on conversions because ideally I'd want to convert my sales through this landing page. Right here, it will let you set a target cost per action if you'd like, but you'd want to know how much you'd be willing to put down. I guess a good analogy I could give you is maybe if you like went fishing, right, and you have like a fish guide. In this case, your fish guide is Google Ads. You'd be, let's say you decide to pay your fishing guide like $5 per fish, right, that you actually catch. Your fishing guide will then be like, okay, bet, and take you to specific parts of the lake or area where you're likely to get a fish, and every time you catch one, you'd pay out $5 for that. I'm not sure if that makes more sense or if I've confused you guys more on that, but yeah, I'm not gonna set a target cost per action here. So I continue. Let's see. And just to cover that cost per action offer, just so it's clear, it's a way of, it's pretty much telling Google how much you're willing to spend, right? That's why I kind of gave that analogy. I bet for not clarifying that more. But anyways, yeah, let's say you set it to $5. You'd be telling Google, I want to spend $5 each time someone buys something from my ad, right? In this case, because we're doing a conversion to lead people to buy the Apple Watch. Right here, you can set your budget for how much you want to spend. It will give you recommendations. I don't actually want to spend money, so I'm gonna not finalize this portion, but I'm gonna skip over to showing you guys some actual live campaigns. Just some information on this. Also, I'm gonna show you recently. I think it was like 5 months ago. Google started changing their Google Ads platform. It used to look like this, right? But now it's a lot simpler, cleaner, more organized. I really like it. After you set a campaign and it's running, you'll receive metrics and data. and you'll be able to pretty much observe your data as it's happening. And if you don't think your ad is performing to the best it can, you'll be able to modify metrics, right? So your keywords, your images, your assets, everything that you saw me go through and edit, you'd be able to modify, including your bidding strategy or the themes that you entered from your keyword research, so that you can try to optimize this as much as possible. That's what's really great about Google Ads. Um, you get real time data. You can make changes on the go as you see, changes, and it's really good. I've seen really good stuff from this at my work. I'm actually showing you Stephen Wade Auto Center ads account right here, but yeah, so you can see they've gotten almost 2,000 clicks, 500,000 impressions, zero conversions because they track conversions differently, but there is conversions, and in the last 7 days they've dropped about 3.5k to 3.6k. Right here, right now, what they've been focusing on is making ads for the Black Friday. So they have advertisements on Black Friday stuff right here. So let me try to show you. Not sure why it's not displaying there, but yeah, normally you'd be able to see your ad right here and just like a brief preview, and you can make changes like I mentioned. There are other tools that you can use, but Keyword Planner is the one I mainly focused on because that's the one I found the most value in. But yeah, I mean that wraps up my presentation. So thank you, everyone.